Good morning, friends. Today, I brought to you a new topic: natural versus synthetic fiber composites in aircraft interior. Friends, today in this video, I am going to explain the current trends in the structural industry as well as automobile industry and aerospace industry. As per the United National Environmental Program, 2018, it was clearly given instructions to global leaders and engineers to look for alternative fuels, alternative materials for sustainable development. So whether it is automobile industry or whether it is a structural industry or whether it is especially aerospace industry, all the material scientists and as well as engineers are forced to look for a new materials which can be biodegradable, renewable, and environmental friendly. That's why the new topic, new research has started for the last 2 decades. The natural fiber reinforced composites. So a lot of researchers are doing tremendous work in this area, and for the last 2 decades, many research publications have been come in the market, and you may find around more than 10,000 publications in that particular area. So today in this video, I am going to compare basically two fibers. One is natural fiber reinforced composite, another is synthetic fiber reinforced composite. It's basically I will put emphasis in the aircraft interior application. As we know that as an aircraft designer, we always look for a lightweight material and high specific strength, especially strength and lightweight is one of the critical parameter, uh, especially for designing components to be used in the aircraft interior. Apart from that, several other factors also influences in the selection of material, particularly used in the aircraft, which may be from thermal point of sight, from moisture point of sight, as well as from a structural point of sight. So I will try to cover all these points in the coming slides. So let's start our journey, and one by one we'll see both the things, and finally we'll compare. If you come across any doubt, at the end you can ask about it. So first of all, I will talk about aircraft interiors. So as per the demand, aircraft interior requires lightweight, fire-safe, and durable materials. Traditionally, at present, aircraft interiors are dominated by glass and carbon fiber reinforced composites because we know that carbon fiber is having a tensile strength in the range of 2000 megapascal, which is much higher, especially and glass, especially glass fibers are evidently manufactured and they provide very sleeky finish, especially for interior application. That's why these two reinforced composites are widely used in the aircraft. But the reverse side of it is they are energy intensive to actually manufacture. And the second, highest carbon footprint, particularly in the case of any mishap happens, like in the case of fire. Carbon glass fiber reinforced composite can produce very toxic gases, which can be much more harmful than the direct, exposure to the flame. So that's why growing interest has come to the replacement of this in some particular application. I'm not saying that 100% replacement of these composites is possible, but yes, for some specific applications, we can replace them. So there are a growing interest in natural fiber composites, particularly flax, hemp, and canap have been explored extensively, and Boeing and Airbus already started using these. Fiber reinforced composites for some specific low load carrying structures. Now come to the standards we need to be followed. As for the aerospace qualified materials, every material should follow the FST test, that is called fire, smoke, and toxicity, as well as weight efficiency. So as per the FAR 25.853, it gives you regulation of all the components, cabin divider, cabin liners, even fabrics which we are using for decoration purpose inside the interior need to be satisfied these criteria FAR 25.853. Now come to the aircraft interiors. As we look it from inside, you can look at here windows, especially this area. We can use the natural fiber reinforced composite seat back. We are using wooden at present because wooden is less costly, but it is having its own disadvantages. So wood can be replaced by natural fiber reinforced composite, lightweight and high strength. Right. So that is another thing. So this is the aircraft interior. Similarly, for automobile car, you see front bumper and its outer body can be made from natural fiber reinforced composites, as you are seeing. Similarly, flooring, especially top ceiling as well as on floor, can be all glass, fiber, or plastic can be replaced with the help of natural fiber reinforced composite. These are some of the specific area which are low load carrying and especially which demands better finish in that area. Particularly, we can use the natural fiber reinforced composites. Now, if we come to the natural fiber reinforced composite, what form we can basically use them in the aircraft interior, as we look for lightweight and high strength. So we will companies or rather engineers have suggested, instead of going for a pure sheet form, we are using honeycomb kind of structure. If you look at here, honeycomb core is there, and the top and bottom sheet is made of the natural fiber, and over these top and bottom sheet decorative film will be applied, as well as some fire retardant coating can be provided, because directly we cannot use purely natural fiber reinforced composites in the interior. So 3-4 additional layers can be used. So in this form, Boeing and Airbus already introduced the fiber reinforced composite in the interior panel. So reinforcement are flex hemp and canap jute. These are extensively being utilized, and matrix that we can say binder. We look for the high temperature matrix, especially phenolic being utilized, as well as apart from that, the flame retardant epoxy is also one of the grade of epoxy which is being explored. So, what are the advantages? It is a renewable bio-based material system used mainly in non-structural aircraft interior components. Now come to the synthetic fiber composites. When we compare the same thing with synthetic, common fiber are glass fiber reinforced composite and carbon fiber reinforced composites. This carbon fiber reinforced component is dominating the aerospace industry from 1967. Till today, we are using it for high strength application areas like exterior parts, right? Especially, we cannot compromise with the safety. Their carbon fiber reinforced composites need to be used. What are the advantages? They are having excellent mechanical strength and thermal stability. Right. Widely used in both structure and interior, high density compared to the most natural fiber. This is one of the drawback of synthetic fiber is they are bulky, and second thing, the specific strength that we usually measure in terms of mechanical strength per unit weight is much lower in the case of synthetic fiber compared to the natural fiber reinforced composites, and that's where your natural fiber reinforced composites comes in when we look for the low load carrying structure area. Now come to the flammability behavior, because there's a lot of misconception. Even we also think that the natural fibers are more susceptible to the fire. The moment we expose the natural fibers to the fire, it will catch immediately fire and it will burn at fast rate compared to synthetic fiber. It is actually a myth, it's not reality, because when we look for the composites to be used in the aircraft interior, then we test the component at the composite stage, which is not actually fiber. It is already impregnated with the resins, and over that, flame retardant will also be one of the agent which will make your natural fiber non-distinguishable. Easily it cannot catch fire. So natural fibers are basically cellulosic, having high cellulosic content, which basically promote the ignition faster. But glass fiber reinforced, these synthetic fibers are non-combustible in nature, that is in the fiber form. However, in aircraft, certification depends fully on composite system. So phenolic resin and flame retardant basically enables natural fiber reinforced composite to meet the FAR regulation 25.853. It basically has been proved experimentally that the natural fiber reinforced composites are qualified to be used in the interior application because they show basically comparable flammability to the synthetic fibers. Now come to the second parameter, which is very important for the components to be used in the aircraft, because you know that the passengers basically die faster than the by suffocation than the direct exposure to the flame. So suffocation comes from the hazardous gases which will be forming at the event of fire, which is very drastic. So natural fiber, especially with phenolic system, often show low halogen content. So in the event of fire, they will not be creating any kind of toxic gases. So potentially lower release of highly toxic gases compared to the synthetic fibers. Synthetic polymers especially can produce higher toxic smoke, which is basically killing. The moment the smoke comes in, all interior will be suffocated and people will die faster than the damage done by the fire. So all material must satisfy regulatory toxic index limit. That is one of the criteria. That's why we do the limited oxygen index, fire release rate test, and that natural fiber are having upper hand. Second is called char formation. The moment your fire has started, now your things will be starting melting. So especially synthetic fiber, I will talk about the glass fiber and embedded in the epoxy, both are plastic based polymers. So when plastic gasified, obviously it will drop on the floor, and which will basically enhance further propagation of fire, which is much more disastrous. But if you look at the natural fiber reinforced composite, the moment they catches fire, they will convert into the char, and char will convert to the ashes. So they will be basically acting like a protective layer for the propagation of fire, basically. So natural fiber promote char formation during the pyrolysis, and this char basically acts as thermal barrier, and so heat release rate. So improves basically one through resistance in cabin panels. So glass fiber composite rely mainly on resin and char behavior. So in this case, fire flammability, or you can say the propagation of fire, is much faster in the synthetic fiber reinforced composites. So that is one of the upper hand advantage for the natural fiber reinforced composites over the synthetic fiber reinforced composite. Now next is the smoke density comparison. Faster smoke, in which case it will be forming. So the phenolic based natural fiber reinforced composite typically have low smoke generation, right? And epoxy and GFRP, if you compare glass fiber reinforced composite with epoxy, they will create basically moderate smoke levels, right? But it is much higher than the natural fiber reinforced composite. Thermoplastic, if you are using, because in high strength application areas, we use the thermoplastic resin system, right? So if we are using thermoplastic resin system based glass fiber, it will create very larger, very higher content of smoke, right? If not totally modified. So low smoke is one of the critical factor for passenger evacuation visibility. So if we look at this low smoke criteria, the natural fiber reinforced composites are having upper hand, particularly to be used in the interior panel. Now come to the weight saving and potential. So obviously we know the natural fiber will have a more weight saving. So flax and hemp density, if you look at, it is 1.4 to 1.5 gram per centimeter cube. If you look at the glass fiber density alone, it is 2.5 gram per centimeter cube. So here, if you make the composites, that composite itself is density in 1.4 to 1.5, and glass fiber alone is having 2.5. If you integrate glass fiber into the epoxy, then overall density will be reaching somewhere 3 gram per centimeter cube, which is much higher, means we can say double than the natural fiber reinforced composites. So weight wise, if you see that the natural fiber reinforced composites are lightweight and high specific strength. So typical interior panel weight reduction, we basically assume to be reduced to 15 to 30% compared to the glass fiber reinforced composites. So if you are replacing glass fiber reinforced composites, especially in the low load carrying structures, overall weight savings can be between the range of 15 to 30%, which is much higher, right, for a longer run. So weight reduction directly improves the fuel economy, that we clearly know. So now come to the vibration and acoustic damping. So let's suppose the aircraft is passing through some of the environmental criteria where a lot of gust is present. Now your all the aircraft components start vibrating. that you might have observed when you are flying and all of a sudden pilot says that we are facing the turbulence, and because of turbulence we feel like all components are starting vibrating. So in the case of vibrating, the natural fibers have higher internal damping. Better noise and vibration control is there in the natural fiber reinforced composite because of their porosity is higher compared to the synthetic or man-made fibers. So they can withstand larger vibrations. And noise production means you can say sound absorption is much higher, right? Basically in natural fiber. This is basically one of the biggest advantages of natural fiber reinforced composites in the case of structural vibration acoustic, which improves the passenger comfort, right? And compared to the carbon fiber composites which have very low intrinsic damping, so they will vibrate at a very fast rate. They create larger noises, right? This is where the synthetic fiber basically have drawbacks. So here also natural fiber reinforced composites are having upper hand. Now come to the current limitations. What are the limitations basically with the natural fiber reinforced composite, as they are having very advantages? Still, we are not using them more than 20-30% overall construction of the fuselage. The biggest limitation is moisture sensitivity in the case of natural fiber reinforced composites, and durability concern, right? We cannot use them for longer time. So like every year or every 2 years we have to replace the component. Even though cost comparison says that the replacing natural fiber is not that much costly because the cost is too low. Second is lower maximum service temperatures. We cannot, natural fiber cannot withstand too high, too heavy temperatures. So they are limited to be used only in interior applications, right? Not suitable for primary load bearing structure because they are suitable only for low load carrying structure. Property variations are there. A lot of researchers have actually admitted that and reported in the structure, reported in the research. Property variability is there due to the natural origin. Property varies from natural fiber to fiber. That is one of the disadvantages that actually limits the application of natural fiber to be used in a structural application. So that's why all these companies are looking to replace the synthetic fibers, basically low load and carrying structure. There, natural fiber is basically a ideal candidate. So now come to the typical aircraft interior applications. So where we can basically utilize them. So sidewall panels can be replaced with the natural fiber reinforced composite liners, seat back tray tables, and overhead bin liners. Non-load critical cabin compartment can also be we can use material made from natural fiber reinforced composites, honeycomb, especially honeycomb constructions, which is basically recommended to be used in the aircraft interiors. So as a future outlook, if we look at the growing push towards sustainable aviation, basically give an opportunity. It is give an opportunity to explore more and more application area of natural fiber reinforced composite, improves bioresins. Nowadays we are talking about 100% bioresin. Current trend is it's very costly and limited in quantity, but in coming time, a lot of research is going on. We are going to improve the property of bioresin if that comes into the picture, and with a better fire retardant properties. Then possibility is there the natural fiber can replace the synthetic fiber in some of the structural application. Now hybridization of natural fiber synthetic fiber is another emerging area, and people have started exploring impregnating the natural fiber reinforced composites with synthetic fibers to look for the possible application in structural applications. So that is also one of the emerging area where a lot of work is going on. So likely there is a gradual increase in certified interior applications made of natural fiber in hybridized form. So coming future is a bright basically in this area, natural fiber reinforced composites. So coming time, your aircraft aircraft is going to be lighter and lighter and more efficient. That's what is the outcome of this study. So I hope this is sufficient for today. If you learned something out of this, please do like my videos and do share with your friends so that they can also be, educated about the current trend. If you like this video, you can refer my previous videos also on aerospace materials by visiting one of my video content, which is available. Wide varieties of videos I have already covered on aerospace material, which you can refer. Please do not forget to subscribe to the channel, press the bell icon so that the video, the moment it comes in, you can get a notification. That's all for today. See you in the next video. Have a nice